So what is a backup contract and how does it work? Well, you have to have what's called a backup addendum, or at least that's how we refer to it. The proper title for this form is the addendum for backup contract, and here's how it works. Oftentimes, especially in a hot market, there will be more than one offer on a property. Buyer A may pay more, may offer better terms, and the seller really likes that offer. Buyer B may have just barely missed out and they really wish they'd gotten the property and they want to be next in line. Well, if a buyer wants to be next in line, they can get a backup contract so that if the first party backs out, then they will automatically get the deal. And to do that, you have to have an addendum for backup contract. Here's how it works. Paragraph A talks about the original contract, the date of the original contract, etc. Now, paragraph B is the important part. We want to put a date in paragraph B that's a deadline. So if the buyer wants to have a backup contract for 10 days, 21 days, 30 days, etc., they will be the first buyer in line, automatically get the deal if the other buyers back out, if they lose the deal, if their financing falls through, anything like that. Here's one important strategy to use with your date in paragraph B. You want to make sure that the closing date in the contract is far enough beyond paragraph B in the backup addendum so that the buyer still has time to close. For example, if you have a backup contract that says if the first contract terminates on or before January 31st, then the backup contract goes into effect. You don't want to have a closing date of February 1st because a buyer can't get first position on a contract and then close the next day typically. So you want to leave some cushion, I would say at least 2 or 3 weeks at least, between the date of the backup deadline and the closing date in the contract. And of course, if the seller notifies the buyer that they got the backup contract and that their contract is in effect, you can always renegotiate the closing date at that time. Paragraph D talks about how we adjust the option period or the inspection period for backup contracts. And I think that's pretty much covering what you need to know about this backup addendum, or as we properly call it, the addendum for backup contract. I hope that helps you understand. And next we will be going over the addendum for sale of other property by buyer. I had to read it because we never call it that. We just call it the contingency addendum. We'll go over that next. I hope you learned a little bit. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. And if you have any questions about how the contract works, how to fill these out, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. My name's Jay Robbins. I'm the broker at Robbins Real Estate Group. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.